road. In that we have seen the most safe speed for the vehicle when the road is bad, and that is equation is V is equal to under root Rg tan theta. In this lecture we will see the lower speed limit for the vehicle when the road is bad. See here, for V1 is less than under root Rg tan theta and m V1 square upon R is less than n sin theta. These are the conditions. Or this n sin theta is greater than centrifugal force. Then in this case the force of static friction Fs is directed along the inclination of road upwards, and the components of these force of static friction, that is its horizontal component F cos theta, is parallel and opposite to that of n sin theta. Hence we can write mg is equal to, see here, this weight mg is balanced by m cos theta as well as f sin theta, and only addition weight. That is, we can write f s sin theta plus n cos theta, and the centrifugal force required for the vehicle, that is m V1 square upon R is equal to n sin theta. This one, n sin theta, opposite to that of f cos theta, that is minus fs cos theta. For the force of static friction, it is always maximum and it is equal to mu s into n, that is fs is equal to mu s into n. Hence, if we solve these equations, we can write m v1 square upon r into 1 upon mg is equal to this one, n sin theta minus fs cos theta divided by this term n cos theta plus fs sin theta. Understand? And gets cancelled. Then we can write the next step as v1 square upon rg is equal to this one. See here, n sin theta upon n cos theta. That is, it will become n sin theta minus f cos theta divided by n cos theta plus fs sin theta. If we divide numerator as well as denominator by cos theta, then we write down this step as n sin theta minus fs cos theta divided by cos theta minus cos theta. Understand? Numerator is divided by cos theta. Then denominator is also divided by cos theta. And cos theta plus fs sin theta divided by cos theta plus cos theta. Understand the step? Then sin theta upon cos theta, it will become tan theta. Again same, sin theta upon cos theta become tan theta. Therefore, cos theta, this cos theta gets cancelled. Here, cos theta gets cancelled. Hence, we can write v1 square upon rg is equal to, keep in mind, n sin theta upon cos theta becomes tan theta. Tan theta minus fs divided by, here cos theta was cancelled, and plus Fs tan theta. Understand? Now, if you substitute value of Fs, what is that value? That is Fs is equal to mu s into L. If you substitute, then we can write here V1 square upon Rg is equal to n tan theta minus mu s into L divided by, again say, n plus Fh value mu s into n tan. Okay. There is common n, here is n, here is n, here is n. If we common the factor n, then we can get V1 square upon Rg is equal to n into bracket tan theta minus mu s divided by, again n common, n into bracket 1 plus mu s tan theta. Understand this thing? Then again n gets cancelled. Hence we can write V1 square is equal to Rg into bracket tan theta minus mu s divided by 1 plus mu s tan theta. Hence, from this equation, we can write the equation for lower speed limit for the vehicle which can travel on this turn, and that equation will be here V1 is equal to V minimum, which is equal to under root Rg into bracket tan theta minus mu s divided by 1 plus mu s tan theta. And this is the lower speed limit for the vehicle which can move on the turn or backward. Keep in mind, for mu s is greater than tan theta. Understand what I am saying? If mu s is greater than tan theta, then V minimum must be 0. That is, lower speed limit must be 0. Okay. Thus, here we will see the lower speed limit for the vehicle, and that equation will be V minimum is equal to under root Rg into bracket tan theta minus mu s upon 1 plus mu s tan theta. Now, we will see upper speed limit for the vehicle on the bike. See here, for there is condition V2 greater than under root Rg tan theta, and m V2 square upon R is greater than n sin theta, or this n sin theta is less than centrifugal force. Here in this case, the force of static friction between rod and tire is inclined along the road in downward direction, and here the horizontal component of force of static friction, that is F cos theta, is parallel and in the same direction of n sin theta. Understand? In the last point, that is lower speed limit, both are opposite, and here horizontal component F cos theta and n sin theta are both in the same direction, and these two forces take care of necessary centrifugal force. That is, these two components balances centrifugal force. That's why we can write mg is equal to, this is what mg. See here, there is n cos theta opposite to that of f sin theta. Therefore, we can write n cos theta minus fs sin theta, and m v2 square upon upon R is equal to, that is centripetal force, and these are two forces which are necessary the centripetal force. That's why we can write N sin theta plus Fs cos theta. For the maximum speed limit or upper speed limit, force of static friction is equal to mu s into N. Fs is equal to mu s into N, where mu s is coefficient of static friction. That's why we can write mv2 square upon r into 1 upon mg is equal to n sin theta plus fs cos theta divided by n cos theta minus fs sin theta. Here LHS m gets cancelled. The RHS terms, both numerator as well as denominator, is divided by cos theta. Hence, we can simplify this step as v2 square upon rg is equal to n sin theta plus fs cos theta divided by cos theta plus cos theta. Numerator is divided by cos theta. Now denominator is divided by cos theta. N cos theta minus fs sin theta divided by cos theta minus cos theta. Understand? Now see here, sin theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta. Again same, sin theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta. Therefore we can write this step as v2 square upon rg is equal to n tan theta plus fs, because cos theta gets cancelled. Next one, same, n minus fs tan theta. If we substitute the value of fs, that is fs is equal to mu s n, then we get the next step, v2 square upon rg is equal to n tan theta plus mu s into n divided by n minus mu s into n tan theta. Again same, if we common n, then we get v2 square upon rg is equal to n into bracket tan theta plus mu s divided by n into bracket 1 minus mu s tan theta. Again say n gets cancelled, then we can write equation as simplified is v2 square is equal to rg into bracket tan theta plus mu s divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. Taking square root on both the sides, we get v maximum, that is v2 is equal to under root rg tan theta plus mu s divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. And this is the upper speed limit for the vehicle which is moving on a bank road. Keep in mind, if mu s is greater than tan theta, greater than cot theta, for theta, then V maximum is equal to infinity. But mu s maximum is equal to 1. That's why for theta is greater than or equal to 45 degree, V maximum will be infinity. Understand? That's why the speed limit is very important when the vehicle is moving on a curved banked road. Understand? Thus here we will see vehicle on banked road. In that we will see lower speed limit as well as upper speed